Hi there.
Hey there.
This video is about something very important, something that for sure happened to many of us.
Yeah, it's happened to us.
So we're Pedersen Success.
I'm Eric.
I'm Christian. Dan. So, like I said, this video is about important things, stealing content.
Yes. Happens all the time on the internet.
Oh, yes. But somebody got really tired of that, so decided to do something about it. So that's something called Stop Stealing Our Content. It's a movement that started on Instagram, and we're gonna talk to Mikey. He's in Florida, Miami, Florida. He's gonna tell us a bit about the hashtag here.
Yes, Stop the Stealing Project.
Yes. Then the middle conversation, I'm gonna bring Jake. He's in Wisconsin, also in the US. He was the first person to join this movement.
Yeah.
So he's gonna also tell us why he decided to join this movement and what happened to him. Who stole his picture? What made him join that? Hey, Mikey.
Hey, Mikey.
Hi.
Welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
What exactly is Stop the Stealing Project?
It's just a movement that I literally thought of that day. I was kind of just tired of having people taking the content of others, whether it be photos, videos, art, whatever it might be, and not necessarily taking credit for it, but just stealing it in general without getting permission and things like that. So it's been happening for a while in all communities, but for me, it's been happening to me since around 2016, 2015. And I just had enough. So I decided I wanted to make a movement to at least bring attention to it and try and create a better community for everybody to share what they would like without having that, fear of someone stealing and taking your things, and at least sticking up for those that had their content stolen.
Yeah, because it's a really complex topic in a way, because
Very.
most everybody online had this experience, most likely. At least we had already
A few times.
many times, or pictures or videos, or people using my picture, their Twitter, the profile, and I had to prove to Twitter that it's not him, it's me. And guys using fake pictures to talk to me on Bigger City or Facebook. They steal not just one, they steal several pictures of the same person. For example, there's this guy from Florida. He messaged me for a while, but it seemed so normal. I didn't think it was fake until the owner messaged me, don't talk to him because he's using my thing. I said, oh, damn it, he copied even the naked parts, he copied from the guy. Everything was so good.
Oh my
So
gosh.
that fake
It's really scary. That's really, really scary.
Yeah, because you don't know. It's okay. And also, more than once that happens. Like, somebody's
And
obsessed.
someone used one of your pictures and they morphed you?
Yes, that was the morphed version for the gainers. They like to take a picture, make you bigger. But have anything that happened to you specifically that you found out, oh my God, they're using?
Well, I've had several things happen to me. First, I guess around 2015, I've had people steal just selfies of me, photos from my Facebook, and make fake dating accounts. I have no idea why people would do that. When you meet the person, it's not going to be me. But I've had that happen to me. I've had people steal my content. I've had people try and sell my content. So it's really crazy. People have made fake links to saying, oh, this is going to go to my Instagram, but really it goes to a website that runs ads, and that person makes money off of it. So it's really crazy, the things that have happened. And I've heard even more horror stories to other people stealing their photos and adding their personal family on Facebook, or making accounts like that to out people. It really, really sad, the things that have happened. And that's why I really wanted to start this, to bring awareness to it, because not everybody knows that this occurs.
What do you want from this project?
I've been asking myself that question a lot, because I kind of started it on a whim, and I was just like, I want my voice to be heard. But I think it's more of an education thing. I want people to A, first be aware that this is happening. B, also try and look out more. So create kind of a resource or a template that people can look at to see, okay, if I see someone's content stolen, what steps should I take? And really, that's what I want to do with this project is kind of just educate others and how to properly report things, how to notify people, things of that nature. And also eliminate victim shaming because there's a lot of people that have told me and other people, well, it's the reality of being, in the gay community. It's the reality of being beautiful. It's the reality of this and that. And I'm like, that's not how it should be. That's actually a violation of your personal rights and your safety. So I guess my main goal is just to educate others on how to properly report, how to properly handle these types of situations. That would be the main thing because obviously, like everything, you can't just eradicate everything, but at least educating others and making sure that people are aware of the proper processes is what my main goal would be.
I also think in a way, if a person just see the warning, actually didn't show the image like this one. When a person see that, they might think, oh, maybe I should be careful. Maybe it can be a problem for me. They might think twice.
Oh yeah, definitely.
In certain cases.
The whole watermark thing is something that really, why I wanted to do that was because a lot of people were telling me, oh, well, just put a watermark on it. And I'm like, why should I have to do that if it's just a simple photo of me? That was a selfie I took. Like, why do I need to do all of these extra steps for just posting a photo on Instagram? And so many people were telling me about this watermark, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do something that if they want a watermark, I'm going to flood the photo and make sure they don't see anything. So I put that all over it, and I think it's a really good way to call attention to the issue. And I think it's been working because if you look at the hashtag, a lot of people are doing it. A lot of people are doing their own versions of it, making videos of it. So it's a really good way to call attention to it. And hopefully maybe someone that's stealing content sees that and is like, you know what, maybe I shouldn't do this. So who knows?
Yeah, I think it makes people think about also. That's important. I mean, people didn't realize, oh, maybe I should do that. Oh, because you have situations. Let me show both here. You have situations. Recently, this guy sent a picture for a page with feature, and then came a message from the guy to another Instagram saying that you use his picture without permission. I said, how come you message from your account and you said yes, and the rules, you agree? And then when he went back, they responded, but then the account closed. So we don't know if in the end somebody hacked his account because it was really the name he said.
Yeah.
So we don't know what happened. It was very odd.
And the person never responded.
The one who complained.
Yeah.
So you don't know exactly. Even proof. Look, this is your message saying yes. This is your message saying this is my picture. So everything came from this account. The same name you said is yours. Not like we did on purpose.
Not at all.
And how can people participate?
Well, I think the main thing is just to talk about it. And of course, if you want to show support and if you would like to put that overlay on your photo, you can contact me and I would be more than happy to put that on your photo. Or if you want to make your own, some people are doing it with their own apps or, making videos and things like that. So if you'd like to participate, I implore you to do so and just make sure to use the hashtag Stop the Stealing Project. Just so that it can bring awareness to it. But I think the main component of participating is not just posting the photo. I think it's actively making sure that if you see an account that is stealing content or you see someone's photo stolen on Tumblr or Twitter or something, that if you know that person, let them know. I think it's in their right to know that their content is being stolen. And I think it's just being active in that aspect. That's the main form of participation. But of course, I think the photos are great because it's a great way to spread the message and the hashtag.
In speaking of participation, I want to bring up to join us in the conversation, Jake. He was one of the first ones who joined the movement.
And he's also
Yes,
the
he was.
creator of Bear Fuffle.
Yes, our sister. Should I say sister?
Our brother account.
Brother account.
Brother.
So
Yeah.
also he has his own Stop Stealing content.
Hi.
Nice. There we
Hi.
go.
Okay. Welcome.
Thanks for having me. I was like surprised I was even like asked.
Of course.
Of course.
Also, besides going through that situation, I also have a page like ours. So we're gonna, I guess, eventually experience situations like that. People
Oh, yeah, for sure.
saying things not theirs. It happened before too.
Yeah.
People saying, or people message us, "How can you send this guy's picture?" Said, "No, we don't share
we don't share.
anybody's picture.
We put the person's name so you can contact them.
Ask him. No, you don't."
Yeah.
Whatever they send, sometimes guys send bonus pictures for us. Not complaining, it's good. But you don't share, you don't show
No.
anybody. It's just
And
for
if
us.
we do, we ask them, can we put it on our Twitter account?
Even guys
Private?
say, "Oh, can you use any picture?" Even that, you still ask the guy for permission individually.
Yeah.
The picture. You don't just start posting. So why did you start to join this
The
movement?
Because, okay, honestly, this is the funniest story. Earlier that day, supposedly I request to follow this one guy, and then he messages me saying, "Oh, can you take a photo of yourself holding up a certain number that he said to hold up?" I'm like, okay, this feels like a scam. So I found the mutuals and messaged them. They're like, "Oh, that's really weird because I follow him and he never asked that." But then I messaged him. He's like, "Well, I don't want any fake accounts or people to steal my photos," pretty much is what he said. So I'm like, oh, that makes sense. I've seen this happen before. I know people that it happened to them before. And then when I saw his post, I'm like, this is too funny. This just like happened. Like this guy was trying to protect his accounts so no fake people follow him and steal his photos. So when I saw it, I'm like, oh my gosh. And then everything blew up from there.
And how did you find Mikey's? Did you see somewhere?
I followed him. So I was just going through my news feed. Like I've been following him for I don't know how long. And then I messaged him, and then he's like, liking my comments, replying to them, and then the DMs me saying, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe this, that I wasn't following you. Thank you for all the support and everything." So
Ironically, even our page had somebody stealing our image.
Yeah,
Not long
our
ago,
logo.
this guy from Vietnam was using our bear guy as his profile picture. But the thing is, he's from Vietnam, so he didn't speak English. We tried to message for a while, and nothing happened. And then
I used Google Translate, and I wrote a comment,
somehow,
and I said something like, first, before I said anything, I started chatting with him, and one of the first things he wanted was a private pic. And so I said, well, before we exchange private pics, can I ask you a question? And he says, sure. And I said, well, I noticed that you have our logo on your profile saying like it's your logo. I'm like, why? It's not yours, it's ours. We had it commissioned.
because I think he saw the bear in the image, so he thought, actually, is this bear here? The bear side.
Yeah.
Forgot to have
The
this.
very top, the belly.
But one problem I think in this is the support from Instagram specifically, because their support usually is so bad. The 3 times you got deactivated was a nightmare.
Yeah,
We
3 times we couldn't get in for 8 days.
Separately.
Separate, yeah.
And then it took like 8 days to hear something from them. So nobody really, and then they sent email twice.
Yeah,
saying,
and then twice they said, oh, it was our mistake. We're so sorry.
That's what I've heard and seen. At least other platforms, even if it takes a little bit longer, it's a little bit easier to report and things like that. With Instagram, it's kind of like report a spam or block them. And obviously, I don't want to just block them. So I think part of the movement, too, is trying to find ways that our social media outlets also can help out in these certain instances, because this is something that is happening, on all platforms. I know that Tumblr has been easier to work with. Twitter is a little bit hard, but I finally got one account to delete some of my content. They actually ended up being deactivated because so many people were being affected. So they deactivated them, and they sent me a letter saying, "We're so sorry that this happened to you." But Instagram is the main one that is hardest, and I feel like if we are able to band together as a community and comment, make sure we message that person and things like that, a lot of times I feel has been working more than simply just relying on the social media platform to take action, because it sometimes doesn't work.
One problem I was telling Jake earlier, that some guys also, they don't care. There's another funny situation, because that situations you see a website somebody using, and I contact the guy, that's okay, I don't care. So that doesn't help much.
No.
Yeah, no.
Because they, in a way,
that's okay with them.
I don't care. And I was telling also Jake that for our page, every time we see a request and the page is not, if you see this kind of page, they post guys without consent, we don't accept to follow us.
Yeah, we always check if they write the names of the person in the picture, and if they do it, we will accept them. But if they don't, so you don't know who the person is, I'm like, why should we bother accepting that?
That's why it's important to support our page, or for other pages that really post pictures under consent. If you support a page that they don't care, that's a problem, because eventually they want to use up people content without any respect, so it's important, I think, to not support them, I think.
I agree.
Yeah, that reminds me, I was looking through a feed, and then I came across this accounts. So they're like, oh, we support this movement going on. I always forget the hashtag. They put the hashtag in there, and then they said, if you see anyone here, the Stop Stealing the Project hashtag, they're like, if you see anyone here on my page that I didn't tag because I didn't know who it was, if it's you, just let us know if you want it taken down and stuff. So there is pages trying to do it, and it's still iffy, because why are you still posting if you're trying to support this project, even though you're still stealing the photos, right?
Yeah, I've seen that too, because there's a lot of accounts that have reached out to me, and they're like, oh, we're just trying to spread body positivity, or we're trying to help people, shout out people to gain followers and things like that. And I tell them, I'm like, look, as long as you get permission, that's fine. I'm not saying to not post someone else, but you have to make sure that you get authorization from that person, because there's a lot of pages out there that people don't know that their photos are on there. There's a lot of people that don't want that. I personally don't want my photos anywhere that are not where I know they are. So it's definitely something that's become a problem, and I feel like a lot of times people blame, oh, but we're just trying to support by showing their beautifulness, or we're trying to support showing to help them gain more followers, but they don't even tag the person. So how are they supposed to know or help them,
What would you like to say to anyone who's watching?
My main thing, it would just be, speak out if you see something. I think that's the main thing, is just educating others that this is going on. Because like I said, people didn't know that this was happening, or they knew and they didn't know how to help out. So I would stay tuned with Stop the Stealing Project, because I have things coming out that I want to help educate other people. And mainly, if you want to participate, just be proactive. And if you see anything on Instagram that doesn't look right, if you see someone that's not tagged in something, I'd say make that person aware. Make sure that they know, and participate in whichever way that you feel comfortable. If you don't feel comfortable doing the photo thing, that's perfectly fine. You can participate by sharing my photo, by sharing a friend's photos. I would ask if you ask for permission. Right now, I'm giving people permission. If you're doing this for this movement and using the hashtag and for positivity, you can use that specific image that I have shared with you guys and everybody. That's the reason why I made that photo like that. So if you would like to participate and you don't feel comfortable sharing yourself, or there's other reasons, you can definitely use that. just that photo. And you can always reach out to me as a resource, or anybody else, Jake as well. And of course, this account, because this account, I mean, we're invited here as a guest, and they have been so supportive from the beginning, the day that this was launched. So I'm definitely thankful for that.
I'm also thankful for you to doing that. I think
Yeah.
it's very, very important. It's something you don't think about. Like, you know that's happening, and then, oh yeah, why nobody never really talk about it or brought up the subject? And you, Jake, how do you expect that to happen? How do you see that working?
I would just like to see it everywhere, because I had a friend, Snapchat, he only added people he trusted, and then all of a sudden he's like, I'm done sending snaps, because he like took pictures of him with shirtless and stuff and some videos and stuff, because someone that supposedly he trusted was stealing his videos and stuff and posting them on like the porn sites and other sites, making money off of it. Just if you see it anywhere, try to find the owner or reach out to one of us, especially Bear and Access. They probably could know the owner who it is because of how many people they post. So I'll just say everyone just try to reach out, use the hashtag. People can use my photo too if they want. Just use the hashtag. I try to give Mikey all the credit. So even when I see someone not at him, but they still use the hashtag, I still even try to at Mikey into the comments so he can see it also, even though he's probably full, and I'm not trying to like make him like be spammed, because I know he's been crazy busy because he told me he was getting all these DMs, notifications and everything. So it's really blown up really fast, and there's so many people, because if you click on the hashtag, there's like a lot of people already posting photos and speaking out. And today I found a fake account, looked all over, and finally found the owner, DM'd him, messaged him, and he was thankful. And I reported the account and then blocked him, and then he did the same too. So,
Mike, do you have any negative comment? Because internet people say everything they want. Do they have the opposite? People say, "Oh, why are you wasting your time?" or "This is silly." There's any like the other side?
Yeah, I have faced a couple of negative comments. I don't let them get to me. One that I've seen is, "Oh, why are you doing this now?" Or another one is that people only care when it happens to them, so because it happened now. And I just want to say, this has happened to me for years, a good 5 years, that since I was like 18, when it was like legal, I guess, to do so. So it's been happening for a while. It's just that now is when I'm taking action, and I'm tired of it, and I want to do something about it. And I don't think it's right to argue, oh, well, no one did it when it happened to me. I think we should just all focus on doing things together and helping each other out, instead of nitpicking of when the movement started and this and that. The whole point is just to educate people. It's not to say that because it happened to me, it was any less than, if it happened to someone else. And I'll be honest, the last time that this happened to me was a couple of months ago, but I've seen this happen to so many people that I really was so upset about it, and that's why I took a stance that day. And I don't regret doing it, because I think it's really helping, and I've gotten a lot of messages from lots of people, even outside of the bear community, that are saying thank you, that they didn't know this was happening, that they want to help, spreading the hashtag. So I'm very thankful.
Where are some of the places that you've heard people join the movement?
Just Instagram, or going other platforms?
And also Canada, United States, or like Zimbabwe, or
I've seen from all over. I mean, I mainly started on Instagram because that's where I post the most. But I've seen people on Twitter be doing it, on things like Bigger City and other platforms that people have been reaching out to me in, and definitely participating there. And as far as that, I'm just thankful that more people are seeing it, and that was kind of the whole point of it. And I think that the overlay on the photo really helped that, because if you just see a photo that's regular with a little watermark, it's different than this. This is like, okay, what's happening?
I had someone saw my story, messages me. They're like, "What is this?" I'm like, "Well," I tried to explain it, but I'm like, "Here's Mikey's profile. He's the one started it. Read his post. You can read my post. There's so much to it. Everyone has a story." And then he's like, oh, I did not know this was going on. Like, it's waking people up to say, oh, this is like actually happening. Like, yeah.
Even people, bigger city, many Arabic guys tell me, oh, let's go to Skype so you can see me on the camera. And I said, well, if you think you're going to be safe, go in the camera and Skype with me. You're not, because I can record the camera, the screen,
If I
and
was
post.
evil.
Because I have a program here that does that. If I want to record, it's very easy. So don't think you're going to be easy because safe because you're going to go some specific places. No, you're not.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. It was really nice to hear this. We totally support this project. I think it's very important.
Just thank you. I'm really thankful that, you know, you guys are behind this project, that people are really waking up to this, and I'm just really thankful to just spread the word. And again, my goal is just to help educate and people realize that this is happening and know that it's okay to not accept it. Like, some people are like, oh, I have to accept this fate. You don't have to. We're here. We can work on this together. And if you need anything, you can always reach out to me and anybody on this platform. We're here to help you. And something I would like to point out as well is that when you go to the hashtag, especially on Instagram, you really see a lot of people's stories. So if people don't know really what's happening, if you want to see how this has affected other people and get different points of view, you can go through the hashtag and see everybody's stories. And it really is, it's a good wake-up call. So it's something I definitely want to put out there as well.
Very true.
Yeah.
And how can people find you?
If they want to find me, I have an Instagram. It's at Growing Tubs. There you can find me. That's really the most I use. I don't really use anything else, just Instagram. And that's really where I started the movement. So if you see my photos on anything else, it's not me, because I don't use anything else. So just letting everybody know now.
Try to that one.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Quickly. And you, Jake, by the way, let's make propaganda for you. Yes, now we're back, so.
Yeah, just, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to even my page if you really want to. I'm slowly bringing up that feature page again because it's been up and down because my life's just been crazy. I'm more on my private personal, because I have my civil account, which I keep kind of more personal compared to more of like the Timid Bears, which I go by. And just to let you know, I am on Twitter and Tumblr and Instagram for sure. So if you see anywhere else, just let me know. I'll be surprised if someone actually tries to steal my stuff, because I don't know, because I've seen people block the person that they're stealing their stuff so they don't even see it happening. And then there's people that won't tell either.
So I'd like to take Jake,
and
and Mikey. Thanks so much. So, Enio, tell us, have you had your content before? Have you had your pictures or videos or other things stolen and you found somewhere else, not the website?
Yeah.
Have you?
So share your story.
Yes, right here. What happened? On the comment below. Yes. And now before, so go to Stop Stealing Project. You can also look for Growing Tubs, Mike on Instagram. You can also find FLUFFIES by Jake, also on Instagram. And you can follow Basic Says everywhere. Yeah. Check our website. This website here is running here. And the most important,
stay fluffy.
And don't steal your content, please.
Yeah, please don't.